Next on the news at 10, a woman is charged with fraud after she allegedly lied about living in an apartment destroyed by the April 27th tornado. And a routine trip to the grocery store goes wrong for a Tuscaloosa woman after she was robbed at gunpoint. Richard?
Yeah, to make it coming on the home team weather, no rain to talk about out there this evening. Still rain-free and cloud-free. When will the rain return? Your forecast is straight ahead. Stay with us.
And new jobs may help boost the economy in Bibb County. The news at 10 begins now.
You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Samika Alexander. New jobs are coming to Bibb County thanks to a materials processing and distribution center that will be built in Woodstock. Now, ThyssenKrupp Materials North America says is investing $13 million to build the new facility. WVUA's Emily Forster takes a closer look at how this investment will impact West Alabama in tonight's top story.
ThyssenKrupp Materials North America says the center will bring up to 45 new jobs to Woodstock over the next 5 years. And Woodstock's Mayor Ricky Cornegie is looking forward to his town's growth.
Anytime you're creating jobs for the people in the area, it's a good thing.
The new center will be located in the Scott G. Davis Industrial Park off Highway 5 in Woodstock. And local officials say the impact of the facility will be more than just jobs.
What we expect is for it to generate more interest in that industrial park.
This is the first business coming into that park. It could open it up for more businesses to, this could be the first step in getting other businesses to come in.
Officials also hope the ThyssenKrupp facility will spark other aspects of progress in the area.
It's what we need to do is to expand our town and make it a better place for the people that live here. I'm hoping it'll start some demand for housing around here, and that we can see some increase in the housing developments.
I think it'll put us on the map a little bit as far as being a place that industry can come and be successful.
In Tuscaloosa, Emily Forster, WVUA News.
ThyssenKrupp Materials North America says the facility will be 100,000 square feet and the first 20 jobs will be created during its first year of operation, which will be next year. Well, in your Crime Watch tonight, a WVUA video exclusive. A teenager is behind bars in Tuscaloosa accused of robbing a woman at gunpoint outside a grocery store in the Hillcrest area, and a resident helped police find the suspect. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards has the details.
Steve Perkins says he was on his way to his mother-in-law's house when something unexpected happened.
I just saw the helicopter flying pretty low and I figured they were looking for somebody. I just happened to come around the corner here and I saw this guy run across the road, and I figured that may be the guy they were looking for.
This is when Perkins says he went to get the police.
We couldn't find him, so we thought, maybe going back to the highway. And I just happened to look in the garbage can, and there he was.
According to the Tuscaloosa Police Department, 19-year-old Willie Church Jr. fled the scene after robbing a woman at gunpoint in the Publix parking lot on Highway 69 in Tuscaloosa.
The victim was able to give us a suspect description and a vehicle description. A deputy with Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office spotted the vehicle near the Bobby Center Parkway. He stopped the vehicle. There was 3 people inside the vehicle, but the suspect that committed the robbery was not. We had our helicopter, we had K-9 units out there that tracked and found some of the clothing from the suspect. So it was a lot of law enforcement in the area.
Blankley says Church was arrested near Wisteria Drive about an hour and a half after the robbery. Despite the arrest that was made right here in the Hillcrest Garden Homes, residents say they still feel safe in this neighborhood.
We are a close neighborhood, and we don't usually have anything like this. We still feel safe.
I just, just did what I thought, I could do.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
According to police, Willie Church Jr. is being charged with first-degree robbery, and a 16-year-old juvenile who was in the vehicle was charged with possession of a controlled substance, and more charges may be pending against the other occupants in the vehicle. Now, an update on the mass shooting in downtown Tuscaloosa back in July. The man at the center of the investigation, Nathan Wilkins, has pleaded not guilty. Police say on July 17th, Wilkins shot and injured 18 people at the Copper Top Bar in Timotson Square. Earlier that same night, authorities say he shot and wounded a person at a home in Northport. Wilkins' attorney says he waived his arraignment schedule for today and is entering a plea of not guilty. Wilkins is being held on a $2 million bond. A Tuscaloosa woman has been indicted for falsely claiming disaster benefits after the April 27th tornado. 32-year-old Gloria L. McCoy was indicted by a federal grand jury earlier today. Officials say she is charged with making fraudulent representation to FEMA in an application for disaster benefits. McCoy allegedly lied about living in an apartment damaged by the tornado, and officials say in the months that followed the storm, McCoy made several false claims seeking additional rental assistance. Now, she is expected to be arraigned next month. Now is your chance to help law enforcement. Information you have, maybe the missing link investigators need to capture a suspect. Here is this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted.
Hello, I'm Chief Deputy Ron Abernathy. Thanks to your help and WVUA, we have 5 captures in this week's Most Wanted. Brandon Kirkland, black male, captured for robbery first. Kevin Salgado, assault 3, black male. Gerald Schultz, white male, captured for sex offender act. Sean May, black male, captured for sodomy first. Mary Tidwell, white female, captured for unlawful manufacturing of controlled substance. Now we need your help finding more of Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Marcus Kinshaw Collins, wanted for robbery 3, black male, 33 years of age, 6'1", 215 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, last known to be living in the block of 16th Street, Tuscaloosa. Darren Ray Montgomery, wanted for enticing a child, indecent exposure, white male, 44 years of age, 5'11", 179 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, last known to be living in the 3000 block of Bearmont Road, Duncanville. Tremaine Gerard Green, wanted for a violation of Sex Offender Act, black male, 33 years of age, 6'2", 250 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, last known to be living in the 1400 block of Curry Road, Duncanville. If you have any information on these or others wanted by the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, please call us at 205-464-8672 or go to our website at www.tcsoal.org. You can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Working together, we will continue to make Tuscaloosa County a safer place to live. Thank you.
Switching gears now to the weather, Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott joins us now with a first check on our home team forecast. Nice Wednesday afternoon out there. Warm weather. I am really enjoying this warm weather, Richard.
Yet to make it a good Wednesday night too. Really warm out there today, kind of mild tonight, a little muggy out there. The higher dew point temperatures make it feel a little more uncomfortable this evening. 70 now. Tuscaloosa still low 60s happening north of town. Haleyville 63, Coleman 64, and down to Linden checking in at 70 this hour. Some of the warm spots like Marion, Utah. It's 71 right now. No clouds, no rain to talk about this evening and tonight. We're rain-free and cloud-free. That'll be the case through at least tomorrow. As we head into our Thursday plans, here's that bus stop forecast tomorrow morning. And this is for the Tuscaloosa area. We're talking temperatures back in the low 60s early tomorrow morning. And we'll call it nice with a good supply of sun. Cloud cover will increase later in the week. We'll talk about the rain chance as we go into your weekend plans. Weather's coming up. Stay with us.
Thanks, Richard. Tuscaloosa City Schools are taking a creative approach to putting an end to bullying. The Paul W. Bryant High School Drama Department and Central High School Choral Music Department performed at Verner Elementary School earlier today to raise awareness about bullying. The play was based on the children's book One by Catherine Otoshi, which focuses on bullying's effect and standing up for yourself. The performance is part of the City Schools Harassment Awareness Learning Together or HALT initiative.
To me, it means a lot because, like, when we were in elementary school, like, they tried to enforce it. They'd be like, oh, bullying's bad, but they never really, like, as much as they're doing now, I think it would have been a lot more helpful to put it in a more visual way.
The performances are being held September 25th through the 27th at all 13 of the system's elementary schools. Well, Christmas is just around the corner, and some area residents spent some time today getting some much-needed assistance from the Salvation Army. Volunteers have been at McFarland Mall since Monday registering families for their Christmas Assistance Program. It provides families with extra help during the holidays. As of right now, the program has already received more than 800 applicants. The deadline to apply is this Friday. You can apply at the Old Goodies in McFarland Mall on Skyland Boulevard. The Salvation Army will also be helping residents in Greene County and the town of Utah on Thursday, October 11th at the Greene County Branch Heights Community Center. For more information, you can call the number there, 205-553-1600. Well, a University of Alabama professor is getting national attention for his research, and the topic reaches almost everyone. Are Americans overusing their smartphones? WVUA's Marilyn Vaughn takes a closer look and see how some West Alabamians' cell phones measured up.
Dr. Christopher Lynn, an anthropology professor at the University of Alabama, believes people use smartphones to busy themselves.
What I see smartphones filling is spaces that have been previously occupied by smoking, by chewing fingernails, by playing with your hair, any of those things we do when we feel quote-unquote awkward. We don't know what to do with ourselves in a social situation.
But Lynn is quick to clarify that he doesn't believe smartphones are replacing social interaction.
I don't think smartphones should be vilified the way people say Facebook prevents people from having a social life, that people are less social because now they're on the internet. I think arguments like that are the same type of arguments that maybe our parents or grandparents used to say telephones were going to ruin social life, and maybe before that it was telegraphs, and maybe before that it was, now that you have a bicycle, you're just going to ride past me and never stop and talk to me.
But according to some smartphone users, they know when to draw the line.
I have someone next to me, I want to get on it because I don't want to think that my phone's so important that I could be antisocial with them or something like that, but it's a time and place for use a smartphone.
There's a lot to be said for having as it were, offline time or time that's not structured.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Marilyn Vaughn, WVUA News.
Lynn says if you feel anxiety when you spend time away from your smartphone, it's normal, and unplugging and relaxing away from your technology is a useful practice. Well, when WVUA News at 10 returns, the United States Postal Service may have to default on some payments, but will these new financial struggles affect your mail delivery? We will explain coming up. And longtime high school rivals Tuscaloosa County High and Central will square off on the gridiron on Friday night. Gary Harris will have a preview later in Alabama's home team sports.